22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And we are underway from Cincinnati. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Ready.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
Well, this defense for the Bengals, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Second and 9 now. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Back to throw again. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor, the winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out. But his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. On paper coming in, you'd say that these guys are the better team by far, and they sort of showed their superiority there on the opening drive.
Yeah, they came in the heavy favorite in this game, and even though they're on the road, they just still just wiped it away, didn't they? They just said to everyone, we're the better team. We just showed it to you on this opening drive, and we expect to do it all game long.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Now Hall to start the drive. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
First down throw for Mills.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Rodgers. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to bring up second down.
The Bengals at 14-2 heading into this final week. And I tell you, it has been a few months now since they've tasted defeat. Mills can't get away, and down he goes. Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
On the out route, he completes it to Hall.
And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first.
Mills to throw for it on 4th.
The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Bills are going to get the football back. Well, I guess they wanted to get that touchdown right back on their first drive, but failed to do so.
And what they have to be careful of is pushing so hard to stay right there, to stay even with their opponent, that they gas themselves out. You know, it's almost like horse racing. Sometimes you don't want to take your horse right to the front and let them do all the work, and then someone catch them at the end and pass them up. You want to make sure you moderate what you're doing along the way and then go for the big finish.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Straight ahead, ETN.
And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
They'll set up to throw. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. Back to throw now on 1st down.
He'll get this off to ETN.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 12 yards that time, and a Bills 1st down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo.
So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but What makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs, because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver is at a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. If you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me, because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
Come on, man. Like you can't even.
The Bills are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
They'll come out throwing here on first down.
But then.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense
okay.
With that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it.
You got it right, baby.
You connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
On second down, a run with Etienne. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Another tote for Etienne. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. And this will be called officially a 66-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good. Charles, that is just flat unbelievable. Justin Tucker just broke his old NFL record of 66 yards. I never thought there would be a kick even further than that, but he's done it again, CD.
And you are the wordsmith of our duo, but I'm not sure either of us has the vocabulary to describe what we see from Justin Tucker. And I'll guarantee you this. From the moment he made the 66-yarder, he dreamed of this kick right here to break his own record.
Oh, football.
Whatever adjectives you want to put with it, it's not nearly enough. Justin Tucker is the man.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
This pass out wide to Hall.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Throwing again on second down. Mills.
You just let the nigga get in front of him. Like, get the fuck out of here.
Castro Fields who picked it. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown.
Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
It's just that day.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right,
Throw it out the window.
yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll
And you
work
throw
just
the
fine.
fucking ball out of
It's time
bounds.
now to lean on that leadership. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first half scores just like this one.
On third down, here's Hall. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Fourth down, Mills. He's going to float this one deep right side. And Mills is intercepted for the third time. And the Bills are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down.
Hold on.
Fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Caleb Farley there on the tackle. If this defense wants to stay in this ball game, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. He'll look to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A good call coming on third down.
Oh, okay, Madden.
Not at all.
Okay, Madden.
In that final push of the season, you can't
Okay, Madden.
before the playoffs roll around. And we know they'll be here before you know it.
A bad time for a roughing penalty. And they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Off the option, here's ETN. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll set up a throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys.
Why is Farley beat like...
Kyle Pitts with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bills continue to pull away here in this first half. Tucker with the extra point, and a route is on here in this first half.
Well, a custom playbook allow you to put all that cheese in one playbook.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Just not a fan of it at all. Put all the cheese in one playbook.
Get a chance to return this one as it's through the end.
Put all the cheese in one playbook.
Touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Tariq Castro Fields who picked him, and he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and a route is on here in this first half. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing together.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bengals with work to do in this third quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Mills. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And my goodness, another interception. Tariq That one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their list of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. You come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 2nd down, ETN once more. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for 1st.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. Now back to throw. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. He'll get that underneath ETN. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a 1st down. Well, up big, but still not hesitating to take some shots downfield, CD. I guess they really want to hammer home their dominance in this one.
Yeah, that much is apparent, partner. If they keep completing throws like that, they'll keep that gap awfully wide as they've established already.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And his pass incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
So 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the 1st on 3rd. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
That is taken in by Rodgers. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Off the play fake, Mills. And that'll be incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Mills again. Throw complete there, Rodgers. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 40. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. On 1st and 10, Mills. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mills. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Working out of the gun, Mills. He dumps this one off here to Hall. Touchdown, Bengals. Breece Hall with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Bengals are able to claw one back. Point after, right down the middle. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Still comfortably on top, third quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10. Now ETN to start the drive.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And they'll go again with ETN. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here's ETN. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Ready up.
Back to throw. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bills drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Bengals will get the football back.
Well, it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to knock one dead inside the 10-yard line. That's not necessarily easily done. So I think going for it there was the right call.
First down, Mills.
And now here is another interception.
It's Bubba Bolden who picks it.
And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
Back now in Cincinnati. Oh, this is a touch cruel here. They've got the big lead. Now they're going for the jugular with the onside kick. The Bills say they have it, and they do.
Here we go.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones. And it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number one for what we've seen this season. I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Black Ultra.
Back to throw here. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the fourth down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
12 more yards there and another first down.
And sometimes things come together exactly like you want. It's not just been the volume of carries he's had in this contest. It's been the production as well.
Here we go, set. Black swap. Ready.
On 1st down, right back to Etienne.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Ready.
Etienne once more.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
This offense so far on third down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
51 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
And they'll run with ETN.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
So a sensational return there on special teams, a foot race that he was not going to lose. Now, meanwhile, while that was going on, we've got an injured player on the field. Now, this is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. Well, I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And after all those wins that they've reeled off, it seems that they finally have met their match in a big fourth-quarter hole. But still, what a run it's been. It feels like they have not lost in forever. Joe Tryon there to make the tackle.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Ball again on 2nd down.
He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. He opted to go with his scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
And they'll try to throw here. Mills.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
They go play action. Mills.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 35.
Play action now. Mills.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
One last shot for Mills.
And oh, it'll be intercepted.
And the Bills come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing